Our consult always looks a little different depending on, what the motives are, what each person's individual motives and goals are. For people who are relocating to this area and might not have a clear idea about where exactly they want to be, they know they love Bellingham, they know they like Washington, they know they love the Pacific Northwest, but they don't necessarily know where the community that they want to buy into. So that's a little bit of a different conversation than somebody who, has lived in Bellingham their entire lives and they're now ready to, buy their first home or something. So as a new buyer sitting down in a consultation, some of the first things I ask about is, first of all, have you talked to a lender? What your timeline is. It's going to depend on, if they're renting, if they're in a lease, if they have something to sell. But the big thing is we need to get that person educated as to what the market is currently doing. And there's a big picture to take into account there. So some of those conversations look like, who's the decision maker that will be making that decision with you? Have you had these conversations? Are you guys in agreement? Are you on the same page? Do you know exactly what you're looking for? Do you know how that varies and differs from what the other person is looking for? And then getting me up to speed on it. So there's a lot of communication at the front end that I think is really super important. Another thing that's really, really important, especially in the state of Washington, is to understand that this is a buyer due diligence state. I cannot stress the importance enough. If you are looking and seriously considering any property, you need to research and do your due diligence as a buyer. Now, your realtor can help you with that process, can give you tools, can give you links, can help you research things, but you are really the person who is ultimately responsible for ensuring that the decision that you're making in the home that you're buying is going to actually fit your needs, not just now, but in the future. So if you're thinking about long-term development or putting a DADU, or if you've got some sort of plan, you want to think about that at the forefront when you're looking at this piece of property, each piece of property, to make sure that you're not going to have any nasty surprises later on when you're told that the whole purpose that you bought this property now is not, you can't pursue it. Believe me when I say I understand what a big leap of faith it is for people and what an incredible honor it is once we have those conversations that they continue to allow me to help support them through that process.